Hey there, YouTube. It's your boy Keith 101.
My name is KL. I was the one that was in that boxing video. That was me and my boy. It's my older brother right here.
This is my younger brother right here. Represent the SL Records, and you already know the new era's greatest. So pop champagne to the new era's greatest.
So today we just gonna talk about relationships and marriages, basically. Going into year 2019, where January. This is the start of it, and basically we telling our views on how we feel about relationships and the way they're going at this moment of time, like how it is now and what we predict, what might not even predict. I ain't even gonna say that, but what we might think the future might hold for future relationships and marriages.
Okay, you want to start it off and kick it off? What you thought about the marriages and everything like that?
Sometimes I think I don't really have like too strong or like big beliefs in marriage. Like I don't really have a belief in marriage. I don't really believe in it. Like I don't think marriage truly. Like I think that's like people might say anything about what I gotta say. I already know people gonna have a lot of negative shit about what I'm gonna say, but I really feel marriage is more of like a rich person's sport.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like marriage and all that stuff is a scam. Basically, it's a scam. It's really a money grab thing for for the world, how they for the system pretty much in this world. They're trying to make you pay all the why you gotta I don't get it, why you have to pay all this money to get married, to say you love somebody. Why the money gotta be involved in love?
Why does the value of a wedding ring have to be involved in love?
Yes.
Why do you have to get marriage papers, and you gotta have documents that's connected to marriage? Like why does all that exist? And I mean I probably won't really know because I really don't, because I'm not married yet, and that's still something that's in the future that I'm not really sure about. That's still something that's like up in the air.
Now, question, like the big question too. Do you think younger people should be getting in relationships, like people the age of 18, 17, 16? Like, do you think that they should be getting in relationships and stuff like that, and getting balled up into this in relationships?
I think around that age, no.
I don't think so
I
either.
feel like that's around the time where you're still finding yourself in life and you're still trying to find out what you want to do in life and find out your career path, and in the whole mix of finding yourself, how can you really invest time into somebody else when you need to invest the time in yourself? So I feel like that, like throughout the 20s as well, it's like something that you invest your time in to really build yourself. And like I would say mid to late 20s, that's when you can really invest time into a relationship, because then you have the you'll have the time and space, and you'll already be stable in life around that time.
I I personally think like how you said stable. He used the word stable. I believe that before you get in a relationship, before you do all that stuff, make sure you stable. Make sure you stable and all that stuff. Because relationships is a lot more than just what have relationships is a lot evolve into it. You know what I mean? Like you got to be stable. Make sure you're stable and stuff like that. Make before you have kids too. Make sure you're stable and all that stuff. Because you want to make sure the woman you can give the world to, and you can give the world to your kids too. You don't want to have your kids out there having a struggle or
And
having
another thing I can add on to that too is like I feel like people allow social media to really destroy their
that's also a
relationship
come
heavy.
to too. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like people allow
Like control
social
them.
media to control them and control their relationships. And
Tell them how the relationship should be, how a man should walk down the street, hold your hand, and do this and do that, and all that stuff. To me, is really just silly. To me, it's all fake. To me, that's more just some movie type, just some movie type
yeah, it's
made
like
up stuff.
something that is like someone tells you. It's like something that someone tells you have to do, and it's not really no explanation behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like I like there's a lot of views that I have when it comes towards like relationships, because I feel like there's a lot of fucked up people on both parties. When it comes to men, there's a lot of fucked up men and there's a lot of fucked up women. And I feel like so many people deal with so many fucked up people that when you actually get that right person, that good person, you don't know how to treat them because you're expecting them to be like everybody else. And I feel like sometimes when it comes to the men, it's like men expect women to be a certain type of way. And if they're not that way, they're either a hoe, a slut, or they this or that. Even though that those still exist, but it's like women get labeled off of just anything. Even if she don't want to talk to you, she's getting a label.
She's getting labeled as, I don't want to use bad words here because it's my YouTube is, I don't want to get have certain things happen to my YouTube. So I would say they call it a B word. They call it things like the B word. They start, calling her, talking about her physical appearance and bashing it, shaming it, stuff like that. If they don't get what they want, that's how a lot of men are nowadays. They'll come to women, and a lot of times men don't have respect for women. But honestly, some women, sometimes I can't blame that because some women put themselves out there to be disrespected. If you out here showing half your body, what do you expect from a man to do? You have to. I feel like it goes both ways in a way too.
And because that's another thing, I can add on, because it's like me and one of my boys was laughing at this shit. We was laughing because it's like we were saying back in the days when we used to text girls and to try and get like a naked picture or even a picture that like of her and her parent brother. Shit was tough. You would have to like go through college, learn rocket science, discover a whole new mathematics that no one ever found. You had to be smarter than Einstein just to get those pictures back in the days. And nowadays, all you gotta do is go to Instagram.
Everything's on Instagram. Matter of fact, I can go on girls that I went to high school with and go on Instagram, and I can see everything they're showing, literally, just in a shirt or a shirt they're having. I'm like, what? Wow! Like, I don't even have to ask a girl for a pic no more.
So it's really like at that point, it goes back to what you said. A lot of these girls really just throw themselves out there to get treated a certain type of way. You feel me? It's not like they throw themselves out there and they want to get treated like that. It's just that's how men are going to take it. That's how they're going to view it, and that's how they're going to treat you. Because it's like, why are you? As a man, I wouldn't want my girl out there showing herself to the world, or none of that, or none of that dumb shit. You feel me? Because you want to keep her for yourself, But when you're doing things like that, you can only really expect certain outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. It's living life, you just gotta live. There's always pros and cons to everything. You could be out there showing yourself, showing your body, and you're gonna get a lot of attention, but it's gonna more than likely be the negative attention.
Not gonna be attention you want. That's what he's basically trying to say. It's not gonna be attention you want. Like, you gotta get a lot of attention showing your body and all that stuff. Then you're not showing your body. But the not showing your body, you're gonna get the right attention you need, instead of just showing your body, showing out there, and you getting attention. You're not getting attention of a guy want to talk to you. You're getting a guy that want to think of sexual things other than just you now. Of your person. He's not even worried about your personality, who you are as a person. He's just looking at, damn, this is some me.
But then I also go back at it, and I also feel as though it's also society telling women how they have to be.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like I feel as though, I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong about this, and I don't want anyone to feel as though anything that I say.
And before I say something, don't feel nothing wrong about what we're saying. This is just our
views,
our opinions. You got your own opinion too. You can sit there and say you disagree with me, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You have respect our opinion. We respect everybody else's opinion.
Exactly. I don't want to be right about everything I say, because I'm not. I'm just never going to be right about everything I say. I just got my certain views, and that's it, and maybe by me saying my views, someone else can tell their point of view, and it's going to help me look at things differently in life.
It's all about helping each other.
Exactly. You know, it's going to help me grow and help me have more knowledge.
We all put our opinions together and all give our advice together. It all helps each other grow in life, period. That's why we all got to talk about these things instead of just sitting back and just having it to ourselves and all that stuff, keeping it to ourselves. We got to talk about these things.
Because, like, when you really look at how things are going these days, it's like relationships don't really exist. They don't really last. And, you know, it's like people jump from relationship to relationship. People's been in 3 marriages, 2 marriages, and all this. And it's like, what will it take for someone to last in a relationship? What will it take for someone to last in a marriage? You know? And as a man, I feel as though sometimes we get blinded by all the hoes that we tend to encounter in life. That when we get that good girl, we get that right girl, we tend to think that she's going to be like one of those girls we used to fuck with. And it's going to be, but then when she shows us something else, you know, it's either, you know, hit or miss. It's either there's a dumb nigga and he sees what she shows him and he's just stupid and he doesn't take it, or there's a smart man and he's like, you know what? This is a girl that I need to, you know, I need to lock down, I need to marry. This is a girl I need to take care of and really, you know, build a family with and build a life, build a structure, build an empire. You know, because women could really change a man's life for a better, but a lot of men are just blinded. And, you know, but there's also a lot of men that are misguided. There's a lot of men that grow up without a father in their life. And there are some men that grow up with fathers in their lives and they still have misguidance. So it's like, I feel like it just comes from the start of your house, and it also comes from what you see from your parents. If you grew up in a house with just a mom or just a dad, or you grew up with both, and you just see problems and you see, you know, issues within their marriage and all that stuff, it's something that a kid shouldn't see at a young age. It's something that they shouldn't experience, because it could change them for the bad when they get older. And that's why I feel like relationships are just hard to really last these days, or marriages are hard to really last these days. And there's just some people that are jumping into marriages real quick, or relationships real quick, to just fill that void, you know. And, you know, I just feel like men have to do a better job with being in a child's life. You know, it's not really hard to be there for your kids. It really isn't. And I feel like, me personally, no one has to spend money on me in order for me to be a happy kid. It's just the time you invest. You know, it's the time you spend. It could just be something about throwing a fucking football in the field.
That's true shit.
You feel me? Or playing basketball, or taking that,
or take me out to track and
to a track or to a park.
Make me want to become something. You know, make me want to become an athlete. Make me want to do something. You know what I mean?
Make me feel inspired. Make me look at make me feel like, damn, my father is Superman. You know, that's how. That's the time that a lot of fathers should invest into their kids. Even if you're not in your kid's life, and you, at least the little bit of time you spend, you want to invest time into them, and you want to invest money too. It's not even hard to just invest some money into your kids.
And sometimes investing yourself is more worth than the money. You can buy a kid toys, you can buy a kid video game, this, that, but if they don't have their father and their father's not active with them and taking them out and doing things, none of that don't give meaning.
Because you're just trying to buy your kids love.
They think, that's what I'm trying to say about a lot of things too in life. People think it's money is what's going to buy everything, love and buy attention and buy care and all that stuff. It really don't. That's the least of it. Money is just a upgrade. You know,
it's something that helps. It's something that, like, if I want a piece of candy or if I wanted something to eat, you know, I
want to go out places,
to back me up. But it's not going to fully make me happy. The time you spend with somebody is something that someone could remember forever. Someone could get a gift and it's just something that's going to be like this. lotion. You feel me? That's it. You know, and it's something that
it's good for a couple days.
Yeah,
you put it in your skin, make your skin glow a little bit,
and then you throw it away.
Throw it away,
right? When you're done with it, that's what you do again. You don't remember this. I'm not gonna remember. Oh my God, this was the best lotion that I ever. Even though honestly, I really rock with this lotion. This is the best lotion I've ever put on. I always grab this. I love it. It's the best for my skin, but. I'm just using this as an example. I'm not gonna walk around and say, "Oh man, you know, I remembered the game Rainbow Six CD. That was the best ever I ever bought, and this and that." You know, like no, you can remember it, but it's not gonna be something that's going to last in your
stuck
heart.
as memories.
It's not gonna be in your heart. It's not gonna be stuck there like something that you really enjoyed the time you spent with somebody.
Yes, it's not.
And you know, I just feel like a lot of fathers don't want to reach out to their kids sometimes, and sometimes I don't know why. I just don't. But you know, I feel like fathers got to do a better job. They got to be there for their kids. You know, the children and kids that are coming up is what's going to shape the world for the future. You know, they're the next one up. So we got to make sure that their mind is right. We got to make sure that they're on track. So whenever they get older, they're going to be able to handle this world better than what we handled it. So it's all about progress in the kids. You feel me? And if a lot of fathers don't want to spend time in their kids' lives, a lot of these kids are going to grow up mentally fucked up and not sometimes really knowing why. And that's the sad part about it, is being mentally fucked up and not know why.
Now let's just switch on to marriage now. Talk about the marriage part. You know, the marriage part. What do you think about marriage nowadays about marriage?
I think to me, I think a lot of marriages are just like, not a lot, but some of them are just fake. You know, I just feel like people get married because they feel like that's an accomplishment that they need to do. Just like people feel like they need to go to college. Oh, I need to go to high school.
Like
I need to go to college. I need to get married. Like that's the American dream. Like that's like something that people feel like, oh, you have to get married type shit. But I feel like marriage is more of a bond between you and that one person. You feel me? I don't feel like I should be having this big celebration and there's this guy that's telling, you know, he's the final say and I gotta sign papers and you know, like all that shit to me, it just seems fugazi. Why can't it just be between me and my wife? Why can't we get married in the name of God between us both? You feel me? And like, why can't we just do that? So I just feel like marriage is really a business. Just like when it comes to deaths and funerals, I feel like all that's a business because you still coming out your pocket. You know, like people are paying mad money just for a wedding or just for a death, like just for your sadness. People, you paying money, a lot of money, just for your happiness to get married, and that's your personal enjoyment with you and your wife and your family. You got to pay a lot of money.
It's showing this world everything is a business pretty much.
Yeah.
It's showing even marriage. Everything, y'all, that's what I want y'all to understand. Everything in this world is a business. Everything what we're doing now is a business. Marriage is a business. Everything is a business in this world, period. That's how they treat it. Everything's world. When you die, you gotta pay to put somebody in the ground. When to get married, just for somebody to put a ring on your finger. Just for somebody to put a ring on your finger and just say you guys are married and you have his last name. You have to pay money for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like you gotta pay, and it's like people put a value behind how much you have to pay for a ring. You feel me? It's like people put value on how much your wedding costs. So, like, am I getting married to show how much money I got, to show how big the ring is, how much it costs, how, you know, fancy the wedding was? Am I getting married for that, or am I getting married because I love this girl and I love this woman? You know, that's how I view that shit.
Yeah, think about that, people.
But
think about that, viewers.
You know, that's how we, you know, wrapping this one up. You know, tune in because we're gonna, you know, have a couple of more videos to come by, especially on this topic as well, because we're gonna, you know, touch base on a little bit more that we probably didn't speak about now.
And truthfully, if y'all want to speak more about it, a part 2, a part 3, or anything like that, just comment below and tell us that you want to see it. We do anything for what y'all want to hear. Comment below what y'all want us to talk about. We'll talk about it.
Hey man, we catering to y'all, so it's whatever
Cater
y'all
y'all.
want.
So you already know that's
KO.
Keys 11, Pop Champagne to New Era's Greatest, SLDN. You already know SL Records.
Hey,
We
have
out.
a good one.
Have a good one, everybody. Everybody stay blessed. Happy New Year. It's 2019.
Let me see that shit.